this contest is a 6 5-minute round contest. 2 falls, 2 submissions, or 1 KO decide the winner. Between, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce in this corner, the red corner, John Naylor from Wigan. And ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce from Dundee in the blue corner, Bill Ross.
Take it away, round 1.
Hello again, grapple fans. Good afternoon to you, and welcome once again to the City Hall here in Sheffield for another freestyle wrestling session. And what a bout we start with. So often we start with a really good preliminary contest, and this is going to be no exception. At catchweight, John Naylor as 11 stone 11, right at the top of the welterweights, versus Bill Ross from Stirling, or from Achterada, I believe it's pronounced, near Stirling, at 11 stone, just on the top of the lightweight limit. The Commonwealth lightweight champion, Bill Ross, with the white boots, taking on welterweight John Naylor of Wigan. Referee Ken Lazenby, and I don't think you'll have too much trouble with this particular bout. You might have a little more trouble later on, because there's a tag match coming up soon on this afternoon's program. This should really be a humdinger, this one. 6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout to decide this winner.
Naylor.
Still there, still in the wrist lock. Still the wrist lock is there. And it's still there. So Bill Ross really held on to that one. It's been great to hear appreciation from the packed crowd here at the City Hall, Sheffield, for some really good stuff there by Ross, holding on to that attacking move. Despite Naylor's tremendous attempts at countering. And he's done it. But the lever is still there. That's incredible. Naylor will have to try something else. Pulled into a backhammer by Ross. Naylor with his leg through, but Ross didn't allow it to stay. Out wheels out. Finally, the whip gets rid of Ross for the first time in this round. Side headlock, Naylor. Holding press attempt by Ross, but went too far over the top, and Naylor slid out from under. A couple of minutes to go in this first round of 6. Double arm now to Naylor. Trying for the leg spread. Naylor switches from arms to legs to ankles. Don't know what he's going to get from that. Goes for the full Nelson. Full Nelson, Ross. Yes, both of these men are going to be pretty fast on the escape. Halfway folded leg, not really a hold on yet by Ross. Figure 4 leg lock. Going to the head. 1 minute to go. Backhammer now to Naylor. John Naylor. And a double wrist lever which didn't hold quite as long as Ross did earlier on in this round.
1, 2.
Butt to the stomach, legal, but not butt to the head legal here in Sheffield. Just 25 seconds to go now, and Ross thinking of a backdrop, but Naylor's feet tucked in behind his knees. A falling press attempt by Naylor, very fast indeed, and could have followed up with a double leg Nelson if he'd had room. Ropes, fortunately for Ross, got in the way. 10 seconds. Single leg Boston with 3 seconds to go only, and he's too late. John Naylor of Wigan at 11 stone 11. And he's, won't look our way, but there he is. I think there's better. 10 years amateur experience. He's a very young boy at the famous Billy Riley's gymnasium in Wigan, and anybody who comes from there nearly always winds up as one of a very good selection of skillful wrestlers, and this boy is no exception.
Take it away, round 2.
On 2, 5 rounds to go. 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout to decide this winner. Bill Ross of Stirling, Scotland versus John Naylor of Wigan. That's Ross with the white boots and lighter trunks. Tall, slim boy from Octorada near Stirling. Rolls him over to try and get the shoulder blades touching, but I don't think he'll get that far. No, Naylor decides to give up on that. Holding on, Naylor, ending with that double-handed wrist lever again. It's caused so much trouble in this bout already. Yes, nice counter. Whipped out very quickly in case he thought he was going to hold it the same length of time that he did in round 1. That head may have went fast. Nice switch. And a tremendous head mayor as Ross goes over and takes the somersault wisely. Still comes up with a grin though. Side headlock, Ross. Throw from the cross button, but Naylor out. Double leg grab this time into the splits, or leg spread.
Give it a Ross.
It's a neat way, a spectacular way to get a spread on. It's working.
1.
Oh yes.
One.
He tried to fool Naylor and almost got fooled himself. The side head chancery to Naylor. Nicely unwound. Back to the wrist lever. Quick head mare, but the wrist lever won that one. This time, Naylor. speed of that escaping move of Naylor's. Just a little bit too much for even Bill Ross. Both going for the same twice. Taken beautifully over the top of a cross press, but thrown off nicely by Ross. Both men really starting to enjoy this now. As is the crowd here in the City Hall. Less than a minute to go in this second round. Total by Ross. Not as though it will last or do much good for him. He can't be a weakener, and he's not trying to turn into it to make a jump step over toe hold out of it. And there's the counter, toe and ankle by Naylor. The spread by Naylor this time, but not held.
1, 2,
15 seconds. Nice cross buttock by Naylor, but he hasn't got time to get that side headlock working for him because of the bell. Now, we've seen quite a bit of John Naylor recently, but we haven't seen Bill Ross for some time on the small screen. Let's take a close-up look at him if you'll just look up for a second. But he's for a certain amount of energetic wrestling. Of course, you can hardly blame him for not letting his first crack at it. This boy became a pro of the Highland Games wrestler for 3 years, during which he won the middleweight title in the catch-as-catch-can wrestling. So that was his start into wrestling. Turned pro full-time in the 1960s.
take it away, round 3.
Round 3, 4 rounds to go, no score. 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout to decide this catchweight contest. John Naylor at welterweight versus Bill Ross at lightweight. Ross in the white boots. And Ross also in the slightly lighter trunks.
1.
Clumsy effort at a folding press there by Naylor, but he mistimed it and he's got his leg through the wrong place, and he's on the ropes anyway, so he quits. There's that double-handed wrist lever again.
Naylor.
Both these men pretty fond of this hold. Trying a backdrop. This time he gets it, but Ross ready for him. Double leg Nelson follow-up. Folding press follow-up by Naylor, but too late. Nice little move there by both men. It could have ended in a pinfall. Thinking of the Boston Crab, Naylor, but spun out long before he got it on. Quickly Ross there, but spun out before he could make it count. Oh, nicely, Naylor, nicely. Double leg grab over the top, but it's too late for the reverse double leg Nelson, but he goes for the double arm instead. Naylor on shoulder press over the top. Very dicey for Ross here, and it is a first fall to John Naylor in 1 minute 45 seconds of round 3. And our master of ceremonies, Joe Hill.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the 3rd round, with a double reverse arm lock and shoulder press, a fall and a first fall to John Naylor.
That's Joe Hill, the MC, who you sure remember as a referee and, of course, a wrestler himself, getting out of the ring there. Taking the place this afternoon of Arthur Green, the promoter come MC for the show, but unfortunately is at home with a little bit of trouble with bronchitis.
Take it away, round 4.
3 rounds to go as we start the 4th. Naylor leading Ross by 1-0 and trying. That's a monkey climb there on the way, right from the bell. Naylor with the darker trunks and bandage on the left knee, or above the left knee. For Nelson Ross. Interesting to see whether Ross can get back into this. Switching full Nelson's pretty fast here. Now, Naylor certainly wasn't expecting that. Expecting Ross to give a very neat move, but he's got room for the ropes very near the ropes, but he's not touching and he's allowed. And Ken Lazenby, the referee, allows that very neat dive backwards for a folding press, and the legs held beautifully by Ross.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, with a reverse standing leg Nelson in the 4th round. The equalizing fall to Bill Ross.
And a very, very neat fall, but
Ladies and gentlemen, may I apologize publicly to you. I omitted to say that you were the Commonwealth champion lightweight. I've said that.
That's clear that little matter up. Yes, the lightweight champion of the Commonwealth, Bill Ross, coming up very nicely and getting back into the match with 2 rounds to go.
Second away, round 5.
One fall each now, and Naylor coming with a reverse double D hold there, very nearly trouble for Ross, but he got rid of it. Headmare Ross, see what he meant to do, but he missed it. Double leg grab by Naylor. Following, he's tried this one before, but Ross waiting for it. Just weakness now. That's what he was trying to do before. But he'll never hold a shoulder press from that. And Naylor expecting it this time and crawling out of it quite easily. Oh, yes. Those grapple fans who remember Bill Ross will remember that's one of his favorite head mares. Airborne head mare. Really neat. Oh, he mistimed it, tried to use the middle rope, probably illegal, but he went right through, and that has caused him some trouble. I very much doubt if we'll see more of Bill Ross in this bout here this afternoon. Well, it's fortunately fairly infrequently that we see accidents of that sort. Certainly wasn't Naylor's fault. In fact, Naylor over there just as worried about his opponent as the seconds on the MC. Joe Hill will announce what's happened there as he reaches for his microphone. I'm afraid it'll be...
Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the 5th round, trying to add a counter of the ropes, Bill Ross slipped between, as you saw him, has injured himself, has to retire. So, ladies and gentlemen, the contest goes to John Naylor.
And John Naylor will never take it, that's for sure. No, he's saying, I'm not taking a contest win for an accident like that. So it's going to be a no contest.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, spoken I think all other kind of boys, John Naylor says, I would not accept that decision under any circumstances. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the record, it is a no contest. And ladies and gentlemen, may I add that Naylor said it's been a pleasure wrestling. It's been nice to watch it all the time. Lovely counters, lovely moves. But he would like, ladies and gentlemen, he would like to wrestle Bill for the Commonwealth title. So it is up to the Board of Control and to you. What do you agree? You decided for it. Thank you. And Bill Ross said if you get it to the Board of Control, it will be a great pleasure. So ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes on the press for such a good job. Thank you.